Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the studio. Today we have a lot of important information to go over with the overall crypto market for anyone who is invested in crypto. I don't want to waste any of your time, so like the video, subscribe. Let's jump right in. Right now, the overall crypto market is sitting at a $2.27 trillion market cap. We're seeing Bitcoin get closer to breaking back above that $50,000 per coin range, which is a very key level for crypto. We have seen that as soon as Bitcoin's price dropped below this, just the other week, that is when the massive crash happened. So seeing that we could get back above this is a key psychological level for investors in the overall crypto market. That's also going to help Bitcoin's price get above and Bitcoin's market cap get above a $1 trillion market cap. Interesting thing going on right now is that we're seeing the crypto fear and greed index come back up significantly. The other day it was in the extreme fear territory. It was there for a couple of days, but now we have started to see it bounce back and it's at 27 in just the fear territory. Important thing here is that historically, this crypto fear and greed index has acted as a very key level for crypto. What we have seen is that in the past, whenever we have seen the crypto fear and greed index drop back to that extreme fear level, that has been the best buying opportunities to get into the market. And we have consistently talked about this on the channel, how whenever this crypto fear and greed index gets below that 20 range, it is historically a good time to get in the market. You could see when we saw it below 20 was back in like June, July, when Bitcoin's price was right around that $30,000 per coin range. You can see again in September when it was around, when Bitcoin's price dropped. Well, it was also in that extreme fear territory. So every time we have gotten below 20, it has been a good buying opportunity historically for crypto. Second thing going on with the overall market is that we're continuing to see Bitcoin's hash rate continue to recover. It has fully recovered since earlier in the year, and we've talked about this in other videos. But the important thing here is that back earlier in 2021, we saw that China outright banned crypto. They banned crypto mining, they banned crypto transactions, and this was nothing new. We have seen this happen so many times, but this caused a massive amount of fear in the market, and Bitcoin miners had to shut down in China, move elsewhere. And that's where we saw that massive dip. But now we're seeing the orange line has recovered completely, and we have seen that Bitcoin mining has completely recovered. All these Bitcoin miners that shut down in China have relocated elsewhere, and this is back up and running. This is a very bullish sign, showing us that now really anything to happen with China, while it still is going to have an impact on the market, it shouldn't really, because Bitcoin miners aren't really going to be affected much with what happens in China. Any sort of transactions that happen in China with crypto, they've already been banned. So really at this point, that all of that FUD coming out of China shouldn't have as big of an impact on the market moving forward. It always will, but if you look at the data, it shouldn't really in terms of actual impacts on the market. So that is really good. Next thing going on is that we're seeing that Bitcoin in terms of breaking out. Like I said, that $50,000 per coin is a very key level for Bitcoin, but what we're seeing is that Bitcoin's price is just about to break back up above. If we're looking at the 12-hour RSI, we're seeing that it looks like we're about to break back up above this downward trending line. And we spoke about this recently, but this is very important because in the last couple of rallies we have seen during 2021 for Bitcoin, we have seen this downward trending, this yellow line on the bottom for the 12-hour RSI. Every single time we have seen a breakout, like a new record high reach for crypto, we have broken above that downward trending line. You can look, July, when Bitcoin's price was at 29,500, we broke above it, and then we pushed higher to new record highs. Second time it happened was in September, again, when we had that rally from 41,000 up to 69,000. Every single time we have broken above it, we have then seen Bitcoin's price go on to rally significantly higher. So the one thing is we have had a couple of fake outs in the past, but you can see these white circles right here. We've had a couple of different fake outs. So now it's going to be very important to see, is Bitcoin's price going to be able to officially break above that downward trending line, that downward trending resistance for the 12-hour RSI? Because if it is, that is another bullish sign for the overall crypto market. So right now, a lot of important things are happening in terms of technical indicators, and things are looking really good. But let's talk a little bit about Cardano, because that is one of the main coins I want to talk about in today's video. So right now, Cardano is sitting at number 6 position in terms of market cap, up about 1.25% over the last 24 hours. But a couple of important things have happened over the last couple of days and last couple of hours with Cardano. The first is that we just surpassed the 1 million delegated wallet addresses. And we've talked about this in other videos, but one thing we didn't talk about is the number of active wallet addresses. And this is very, very important. What we're seeing is that the Cardano active wallet addresses has increased from just tens of thousands to over 485,000 active wallet addresses during the month of November. And this is important because it shows us that even when Cardano's price has been dropping, people are more and more bullish on the project. They're excited about NFTs being built using cnft.io. They're excited about all of these new developments on Cardano, and we're seeing the number of total wallets increase. We're seeing the number of active wallets increase, and all of this is going on while Cardano's price is dropping. So this is a sign that even though the price has been coming down, well, the community is continuing to grow. More and more people are continuing to hold it, and it's gearing up for a breakout based on how many people are getting into the project. The next thing going on is SundaeSwao. We talked about how SundaeSwao recently rolled out the first ever functional DEX on Cardano, and we said how they had a successful launch of their public testnet. But the important thing to know here is that they have had a couple of issues. Some people have reported that hasn't worked. Some people have reported some issues with swapping, but that was to be expected. I've seen a lot of people comment on the videos saying Cardano's, SundaeSwao hasn't worked well. It's been a disaster. But the reality is they had said that, look, in our first video about this, we said, look, there are going to be issues. They had announced when they rolled out this public testnet that there were going to be issues with SundaeSwao. That is why it was a testnet. And they wanted the community's feedback. They're going to make changes, and it's going to continue to improve. Yes, there have been some issues, but they knew this going in. Everyone knew this going in, and this was not unexpected. We knew this was going to happen, and now they're just continuing to improve upon SundaeSwao, make it easier, get rid of any of these bugs, and over time, it's going to continue to improve before they roll out their mainnet. So nothing I am concerned about there. Next thing I want to go over is with Veritree, because on Cardano's Twitter, they've been talking a lot about this company Veritree, where it's basically if you give one ADA token, it equals one tree planted. Right now, they've gotten over 530,000 trees planted out of their 1 million goal, and it shows you how to donate whatever. But the important thing here is that we're seeing a number of Cardano projects like Meld, which launched in July. They have already, committed to donating to this as well. And it's exciting to see that the Cardano community come together to help the environment, help the world. And even though this doesn't directly affect the price, it is something that they've been talking a lot about on their Twitter as of recently. And it's exciting to see that Meld, which is the first ever DeFi non-custodial banking protocol, built on Cardano, join in, help with this. And this is a big project as well, which we've talked about in a couple of videos. Meld been making major moves. They had some record-breaking numbers in earlier 2021. But so we'll keep an eye out on this. And last thing is with Cardano's price, the most important thing, because Cardano as of recently has continued to fall. But when we look at technical indicators right now, we are right in between this downward trending triangle, this pattern forming right here. So if we want to see Cardano's price break out, it's going to be important for us to break above this downward trending black line right here, break above and get to that $1.41 per coin range. If not, we will probably continue to see it oscillate here until really the end of December, when it's going to come time for us to see a breakout. So important thing is if we want to see a breakout shortly, in the short term, we're going to need to see it break above this downward trending triangle right here, above this black line, which means we're going to need to see about $1.41, $1.50 per coin Cardano. If we don't, we will probably continue to oscillate between this until we reach, that key point where we're going to either be breaking below it or breaking above it. So important thing here is if we want to see, that $3 per coin, that new record high, we're going to have to get above $1.41 per coin. And if we can, that will start our rally, start pushing us back up to a couple of levels, which are key for Cardano. So ultimately, me not selling a single coin of Cardano. I never have, but I'm just going to keep an eye out on this. this, because if we see it break above, I might add a little bit more into my position as soon as we break above this downward trending line. But anyways, that's what's going on with the overall crypto market. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If you did, please be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. See ya.